Welcome to this week's video. This is the third part of the 10-minute sequences that we've been doing over the last 3 weeks. So here we're going to do just standing postures. We're going to do some warrior postures. So we're going to transition into the 3 warrior positions with variations. So here, first of all, let's ground the feet. Let's bring our awareness down into the body. Take some nice deep breaths. So whatever time of the day it is that you're practicing this, making sure that you've got a little bit of heat into the body. And if you haven't, if you've just woken up, what we want to do is make sure we bring that awareness as well. Some nice deep inhales, making sure the body is connected and we're not up in the head all the time thinking about the dramas and conversations, but thinking about the body and what it needs today. So let's have 4 deep breaths. Really activating into the ribs, into the stomach, expanding through the spine, lifting into the shoulders. Finding as much space as possible and bringing your awareness into the body. Even if thoughts distract you, think about the wonderful practice of yoga, what it brings us, this freedom, this connection, this ability to create a perfect environment to heal and recuperate. And then let's bring our hands into Namaste and just work through a nice upward salute to activate that spine. Taking the arms up again, making sure we're not scrunching around the shoulders. That's a really important thing to keep remembering when working into the shoulders. So we have that ability to find some movement into the arms. And then I'm going to come to the top of my mat and we're going to come straight into Warrior 2. So let's step the right leg back and take the right arm back, coming into your Warrior 2 position. Check your position, check your knees not flopping in, check that back leg's nice and straight. And feel that we are in both the back and the front of the leg. What I see a lot in the classes is this position, where people are into that front leg, which leads itself perfectly to a side angle pose, but much harder when we come into our reverse warrior. So make sure that you've got that feeling where you're into that back foot as well. Let's have some strength. So just warming the arms a little bit. Let's turn the hands up towards the ceiling and then back towards, I'm coming back towards this back wall. And again, up towards the ceiling and back towards that back wall. Now bring your hands back more into the traditional position as we're going to turn this hand round, come up into our reverse warrior. Right hand coming down onto the back leg, lifting up. This is about getting some stretch into this side body. Finding some length. Here we're going to have 4 breaths. Nice deep inhale. Breathing. Finding some strength. You can look up at your hand if you want, but if you've got tightness in the neck or it's first thing in the morning, give that neck a little bit of time. Don't put it into a strong position. Neck muscles need a lot of care. And then we're going to come back into our Warrior 2. Notice my legs haven't changed. This is all into the upper body. From here, we're going to come into triangle. So come in, straightening that front leg, coming into that back hip, allowing us then to come over into the position. And whichever position is good for you. So if you have a block, using block in triangle, especially in the morning when you're unfolding, is a perfect way of getting some length into the body and just enjoying the position. Opening up into the chest, finding some length, making sure we're not sinking down into this arm, but lifting up, finding some length through the body. Let's have 2 more breaths here. Breathing out, we can turn around and look up at our hand if we want, but again, be kind to the neck, especially if it's in the morning. It's a little bit of unfolding. Gently breathing. And then from here, what I'm going to do is bend into this front leg. Release the block a little bit lower and then come into an extended side angle pose. So we're a little bit lower and it's taking it off the inner thigh, but still getting this nice deep stretch and the chest still coming forward. Excellent. Let's take a couple more breaths. Breathing. And then from here, we're going to come out. So we've got this nice deep stretch to the side of the body. So we want to be careful as we come up. So I soften into this front leg, use it as momentum. Bring the body back up into your Warrior 2, finding position. Taking some nice deep breaths. Breathing and releasing. And then bring the hands back together into Namaste. Bring the body into a lunge. So both feet are now going in the same direction. It enables us to get this nice balance to the spine. Tailbone coming down, hips coming forward. And we can just activate this back leg coming up, bringing the arms up and bending down into that back leg, allowing a nice deep stretch into the thigh and into the hip flexor, relaxing these shoulders. Breathing and releasing. Let's get a little bit more strength. We can drop the knee down a little bit further, making sure the front knee's not coming over the ankle. Then release the arms and let's step the body forward. Just going to move my block out the way and then bring the hands back and take a nice deep lift up. Let's work on the other side. So I'm going to turn around to make sure you can see the movement on the other side. So this time, so we had the right leg back into our movement. This time we're going to take the left leg back. Take the arms up into a nice upward salute. Even let's look up, start activating a little bit deeper into the neck muscles now. And then release. Take the left arm back, left leg back, stepping back into your warrior two. Find your position, coming into that back foot as well. Making sure we're not over into the front. Find a stability through the body, coming into the back of the body as well. Finding this length through the back arm. Let's rotate the arms round to get some activity into these arms. And round to the back. Remember, this is not coming from the wrists, but coming from the shoulders. And again, and then in the position, let's flow over into our reverse warrior, taking the length up through the body, finding deep lift into the ribs. Back leg stays nice and connected. Make sure that front leg's nice and bent, lifting up. Breathing, let's have 2 more breaths here. And 1 more. And then releasing back into warrior. Notice my legs aren't changed, it's all coming from the upper body. Now we're going to straighten that front leg, tipping over into our triangle. I'm going to use my block as well to create this lovely long line, making sure we don't create any tension in the body, just allowing the chest to come forward. Here, it's entirely up to you. You can look up at your hand, look out in front, just enjoying this feeling of the ribs coming round. Breathing, feet nicely grounded into the mat, legs straight. Let's find a little bit more lift into the arms so we're not crunching down into this right shoulder, lifting up. And then let's bend the front leg, coming into a nice side angle posture, extended side angle, changing the width of the block, taking the arm up. Again, it's exactly the same feeling through the body, through the shoulders, chest coming forward. We've got, the only difference is that our front leg now is bent, so we're coming out of the inner thigh. But make sure that this right knee is not flopping into the side of the arm. And then remember, as we come out, we bend into that front leg to get a little bit of momentum to bring the body back up. Bring your hands together into Namaste. Then swiveling that back foot round, keeping this nice long lunge, and now both feet are going in the same direction. I'm going to take my arms up and then drop the knee down. And here we have 4 breaths to find a little bit of strength into the body. Activating that thigh, getting a nice deep stretch into the side of the body, into that hip flexor. 2 more breaths. Enjoying the release. Let's have 1 more breath. Tack it down a little bit deeper. Activate the muscles. 1 nice deep inhale and releasing the arms. Let's step the body forward. Coming into an upward salute, and let's complete our sequence in a nice forward fold as we bring the body over, bringing the hands down. Now it's entirely up to you. Today I'm going to use my block. I'm going to bring my block here, bring my hands onto the block and find this lovely long length through the back of the body, working into the hamstrings, and then gently finding a position that allows me to have length through the back of the body, working into the hamstrings. And here I'm going to relax my shoulders, Relax the head. It's working on length, folding from the hips. Breathe in. And then I'm going to soften my knees, bring the chest down onto the thighs, and complete our practice today with 4 deep inhales and exhales in our hand breathing. Breathe in and releasing. Two more deep breaths. That stomach onto the thighs to release the lower back, taking it out of the hamstrings. And on the next exhale, let's gently bring the body up. Unfolding the body, rounding the shoulders, bringing that stillness back in the body. That's allowing the body to soften into a Tandasana, mountain pose, taking 2 nice deep inhales. Enjoying the energy, enjoying the flow, the prana, and that deeper connection with the body. Namaste.